some ways, like, making everyone a scientist. Like, there's always this debate, like, are you a scientist? Like, you're only a scientist if you have a PhD or a master's.
Some people can only dream about living in a world where love meets limitless wealth, where the red carpet leads to private jets and fairy tale weddings. But this is the reality for many celebrities. For this lucky bunch, romance is interwoven with power and fortune, leading them to have partners whose bank accounts only get fatter every minute. Is this a dream come true, or does the immense wealth in a relationship come with challenges? Join us as we uncover the amazing love stories of 20 Hollywood stars who married billionaires. Here's the thing about Hollywood stars. They are usually drawn to themselves, and when they date themselves, they create a power couple that always captivates the public and leaves us in awe. We have noticed that the mutual attraction between these couples usually comes from a place of wealth and status compatibility, access to their exclusive elite circles, and mutual and shared business opportunities. However, it is not always so rosy for most of these stars. Here's a list of 20 Hollywood stars who married billionaires.
That he was grabbing, he said it like this exactly. I was grabbing on Mike Ditka for...
Salma Hayek and her husband, François-Henri Pinault, are a power couple known as the luxury fashion mogul. Salma is a renowned Mexican-American actress, and her dynamic performances, powerful screen presence, and compelling acting skills have gone a long way in helping her captivate everyone who watches her film. She has grown so much in the industry that in 1995, she gained her first international acclaim from her role in Desperado. However, one of the things that placed her in the limelight was her unique portrayal of Frida Kahlo in the compelling film Frida, which was released in the year 2002. Salma played the role perfectly and earned an Academy Award nomination, confirming her status in Hollywood. Her love story with the French billionaire Pinault began in 2006. To date, the couple has decided to keep their initial meeting private. All we know for now is that when Hayek met Pinault, who owns a global luxury group with a plethora of prestigious brands such as Gucci, Sandra Laurent, and Balenciaga, she was entirely smitten and knew from the onset that she would be spending the rest of her life with him. After this realization, their dreams began to progress swiftly, and by March 2007, they were already engaged and expecting their first child together. This news was met with so much joy and excitement from the public, and on the 21st of September 2007, their daughter, Valentina Paloma Pinault, was brought into the world. Surprisingly, the couple kept their marriage off for a while for reasons best known to them, but on a beautiful Valentine's Day in the year 2009, they got married in a very civil ceremony in Paris. This beautiful event was followed by one of the most memorable star-studded celebrations in Venice, Italy. The attendees of this event included celebrities such as Charlize Theron and Ashley Judd. In truth, when Salma met Pinault, the public became fascinated with them and noticed they had faced many challenges. However, one of the most shocking discoveries happened in 2011. The curiosity led the public to reveal that Pinault had fathered a child with a supermodel named Linda Evangelista during their brief relationship in 2006. This revelation shocked almost everyone involved and led to a highly publicized child support case, which eventually settled amicably. Hayek and Pinault have shown that marriage between high-profile couples works. Over time, they have maintained a very strong bond, often appearing together at major films and even fashion events. However, one of the things that makes them one of the most loved power couples is that they have collaborated on many philanthropic endeavors, mostly through the Kerr Foundation, which focuses solely on combating the mistreatment of women.
See, that frightens me.
I had a little Pee-wee 50, and also I learned how to drive my dad taught me to drive when I was about 8.
Miranda Kerr is known by many as a beautiful Australian supermodel. She has built her career from the ground up to become a Victoria's Secret angel and has made history as the first Australian model to grace the Victoria's Secret runway. Nevertheless, modeling is not her only superpower. Victoria has also ventured into the world of entrepreneurs and founded her organic skincare line, Cora Organics. This skincare line is considered one of the most trusted and recommended by dermatologists. However, the life of this industrious woman took a huge turn in the year 2014. By this time, Louis Vuitton was holding one of its dinners in New York City, and Kerr was privileged enough to attend. There, she met Evan Spiegel, a co-founder and CEO of Snap Inc., the company behind Snapchat. Before they met, Spiegel was a Stanford University graduate, and he worked so hard that he finally became one of the world's youngest billionaires. He had a net worth estimated at $2.7 billion. These two amazing people hit it off almost immediately. Before the public understood what was happening, their love had blossomed from friendship to romance, so much so that they announced their engagement to the world in July 2016. The announcement shocked most people, but did not stop their wedding from taking place in May 2017 at their Los Angeles home. The wedding was just as one should picture a wedding between two stars. It was a beautiful blend of elegance and personal touches, and Kerr was seen wearing a custom Dior wedding gown. The couple has 3 sons: Hart, born in 2018, Miles, born in 2019, and Pierre, born in February 24. Although Kerr has never hidden her son Flynn, whom she had with her ex-husband Orlando Bloom, her relationship with billionaire Spiegel has continued to blossom and is free from public controversies. Can you believe that? It is so much unlike the public, known for its numerous controversial talks.
They sort of ended up forming a militia with General Dodge and...
In the 70s and 80s, Jerry Hall, an American supermodel, gained one of the most widespread prominences the modeling industry has ever seen. Nevertheless, back then, she was best known for her high-profile relationship with Rolling Stones frontman Mick Jagger. Together, they had 4 children. However, childbirth did not mark the end of Hall's career. Rather, it fueled her to do so much, and soon, she added acting to her modeling career. Hall appeared in films like Batman, which was released in 1989, and she also appeared on stage in productions such as The Graduate. Her relationship with the Australian-born media mogul Rupert Murdoch began in 2015. Before this, Rupert had already built a name for himself by building a vast empire in the News Corporation and being featured in almost every newspaper, television, and film. His holdings include The Times, The Wall Street Journal, and Fox News. The young man is so wealthy that as of 2022, his net worth was estimated to be $20.1 billion. After dating for 1 year, this power couple married on the 4th of March 2016 at London's Spencer House. This union brought together the media and fashion world, and family and friends witnessed the beautiful ceremony. Despite the rosy marriage that the public thought they had, Murdoch did not seem to see it that way, and in June 2022, he sent an email to Jerry stating, "Jerry, sadly, I have decided to call an end to our marriage." The move was very unexpected and left Jerry perplexed about what was happening. Nevertheless, their divorce was finalized in August 2022, and both parties stated that they would continue to be good friends. Next up, we have the supermodel Elle and her billionaire husband, Jeffrey.
I just feel that it's a catchier title, and I'm sure the people at Fox had a very good reason for changing the title.
Elle Macpherson is famously known as a supermodel. Her fame blew up in the 80s, earning her the nickname The Body. This nickname was given to her because of her stunning body. Elle dabbled in both modeling and acting. In the 1990s, she was always found on the covers of many magazines, and she even appeared in films such as Sirens and Batman and Robin. The year 2009 was very significant for her as she began dating Jeffrey Soffer, a Miami-based billionaire. Jeffrey is a real estate developer who is famous for his ownership of the Fontainebleau Hotel. Like every other relationship, this couple faced many issues, including their brief split in 2012 and Soffer's near-fatal helicopter crash the same year. However, after the accident, the duo reunited and got engaged in March 2013. They later got married in July of that same year. Their marriage took place at an intimate ceremony in Fiji. However, it seems their marriage came to test their love because, in 2017, Macpherson was diagnosed with breast cancer. Instead of choosing conventional methods like chemotherapy, she chose to pursue holistic treatments. Her husband did not support this decision, eventually leading to the strain that ended their relationship. A separation when she needed him most? Maybe that was the best decision for them.
And I hear the song that I had just put down being played. I was so embarrassed.
Who knows? Another stunning relationship is that of Janet Jackson and Wissam Almana. Jane is an iconic pop singer and actress. Her unique voice and amazing acting skills have captivated the audience. In the 1980s, when she released hits such as Rhythm Nation and That's the Way Love Goes, she became an international sensation. However, one of the most significant moments of her life was in 2010 when she met the Qatari businessman Wissam Almana. Almana is the executive director of the Almana Group and engages in real estate, automotive distribution, and retail. His net worth is currently in the billions. This power couple married at a private ceremony in 2012, and they decided to keep their union confidential. The union was only confirmed in 2013 by Jackson, and in January 2017, the beautiful couple welcomed their son Isa. Unfortunately, a few months after Isa's birth, as everyone was still rejoicing about the boy's birth, the couple came out to announce their separation. They did not explicitly explain this separation, but most reports suggest it was based on cultural differences and conflicting views on family life. Can you guess the next Hollywood star on the list?
The book was such a success, and I'm very proud, and I get so many messages and letters.
America met one of the most admired power couples when Melania and Donald Trump decided to step into the limelight. Melania was born Melania Kanavs in Novo Mesto, Slovenia, on the 26th of April 1970. She had a flair for modeling, and her career started in Europe before she eventually moved to the United States in the 1990s. Eventually, she grew and became recognized in the fashion industry, appearing in many high-profile magazines. She worked hard to stay in the US, and in 2001, she became a permanent resident and also got her citizenship in 2006. On the other hand, Donald Trump is a businessman and television personality who was the 45th and is currently the 47th president of the United States. Aside from that, he has built a real estate empire, developed hotels, casinos, and a golf course, and gained popularity by hosting the TV show The Apprentice. This iconic couple met in New York during a fashion event in 1998. They dated for several years before eventually marrying on the 22nd of January, 2005. Their wedding took place at the Episcopal Church of Bethesda by the Sea in Palm Beach, Florida. The Trumps had a lavish reception at Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate. In 2006, they gave birth to their son, Baron William Trump, who is growing into a responsible young man. Melania Trump is solidly behind her husband and supports him as he leads the people of the U.S.
Couldn't communicate, people could not understand me. To pretend that I would understand, people would speak to me and I'll be like, yes!
Gisele Bündchen was born in Horizontina, Brazil, in 1980. She is a Brazilian supermodel whose fame began in the late 1990s. After a short period, she moved from modeling to the fashion industry and served as the face of Victoria's Secret for a long time. On the other hand, Tom Brady, born in San Mateo, California, in 1997, is an American football quarterback. He is widely known to be one of the greatest quarterbacks in NFL history, and he has led the New England Patriots to many Super Bowl victories. Cupid brought this couple together in December 2006 during a blind date arranged by a mutual friend. Immediately, the two became one of the most high-profile couples in the world. After dating for a few years, they married in 2008. Their wedding was intimate at St. Monica Catholic Church in Santa Monica, California. Together, they have 2 children, a son named Benjamin Rain, born in December 2009, and a daughter, Vivian Lake, born in December 2012. Their relationship has faced many challenges, mostly from the media and their demands to balance their career. These factors caused a huge strain on their relationship, and in October 2022, after 13 years of marriage, the couple announced their divorce.
Well, basically, the producers of the show told us to play these characters. They said, Nicole, you be the troublemaker.
Paris Hilton, born in New York City in 1981, is a socialite, media personality, and entrepreneur. In the early 2000s, she became famous for her role in the reality TV show The Simple Life. Since then, she has consistently built an empire encompassing different fragrances, fashion lines, and DJing. On the other hand, her spouse, Carter Reum, is an entrepreneur and venture capitalist. He is popularly known as the co-founder of Vive Spirits. an acai-based vodka alternative. Later, Reum established his first investment firm, M13. This couple had known each other for years, but they began dating in 2019 and got engaged 2 years later on a private island. Their wedding took place on the 11th of November 2021 at a lavish ceremony at a private estate in Los Angeles. They welcomed their first son, Phoenix Baron Hilton Reum, into the world in January, 2 years later. The boy was born through surrogacy. Holly Valance is also not left out on this list.
My own occasionally in front of the mirror just to make sure what I'm going to do that Friday night is on the money.
Holly Valance, born in Melbourne, Australia, is a famous actress and singer. She became widely known after she portrayed Felicity Scully on the soap opera Neighbours. A few years after conquering the soap opera industry, she switched to the music industry in 2002 and dropped her debut album, Footprints, which had the hit Kiss Kiss on it. Her husband, Nick Candy, is an accomplished British property developer, renowned for his luxury real estate projects, such as One Hyde Park in London. The couple met in 2009 and immediately started dating. A few years later, in 2012, they got married and had a lavish ceremony in Beverly Hills, California. Their wedding's estimated cost was €3 million, and the guests included Princesses Beatrice and Eugenie. After their wedding, the couple wasted no time and soon started giving birth. Their 2 daughters, Luca Violet Tony, born in November 2013, and Nova Sky Coco, born in September 2017, expanded the family.
When I feel good about myself, I'm a better mother. I want to exercise. I want to eat right.
Stephanie is a well-known American supermodel and actress who became very famous in the late 1980s and 1990s. She got her fame by appearing in many magazine covers and working with top designers in the fashion world. Seymour has also dabbled into acting by appearing in the film Pollock. Her spouse, Peter Brandt, is an American industrialist, publisher, and art collector. Surprisingly, Brandt has made such a fortune in the paper industry that he even had to expand into publishing and own titles like Interview in magazines. In addition to being an amazing author, he is also a detailed art collector, and he loves to feature works by Andy Warhol and Jeff Koons. The relationship between Seymour and Brandt started in 1993, but by this time, Brandt was still married to his first wife. Regardless, the 2 lovebirds continued their relationship, and they gave birth to their first child, Peter II, in December of that same year. A few years later, Brandt's divorce was finalized, and the couple married on the 14th of July, 1996. Their wedding took place in Paris. Since then, they've had 3 children together. This relationship faced one of the major challenges that the public has ever seen. In 2009, they had a highly publicized divorce filing filled with allegations and legal battles. Still, somehow they resolved it the following year and withdrew all the divorce proceedings. A few years after that, their son Harry passed away in 2021 due to an accidental overdose.
God, no one in America knows that. I mean, people are always shocked when I explain. People say, when are you going to go to Vegas?
Tina Turner, also known as the Queen of Rock and Roll, fell in love with the German music executive Erwin Bach when they first met at Dusseldorf Airport in 1985. They had a significant 16 years age difference, but this did not stop them from dating because they could feel the spark between them. They had been together for 27 years before they finally decided to get married. Their civil wedding took place in July 2013 at the banks of Lake Zurich in Küsnacht, Switzerland. Their love endured many hurdles, but one that stood the test of time was in 2017 when Erwin donated his kidney to Tina when she had kidney failure. The 2 waxed in love until Tina tragically passed away in May 2023.
I don't like to think of her as hateable.
Yeah.
I loved her.
Yeah.
I have loved her.
Jamie is a phenomenal actress known for her roles in movies like The Lost Boys and Less Than Zero. She met Tony Ressler at a dinner party in the late 1980s, and they hit it off. The 2 grew so close that soon Ressler, who is the co-founder of Aries Management and also has a net worth of $5 billion, finally asked her to marry him. They got married in 1989, and they have 3 sons. The power couple collaborated and ventured into different sports ownership, making themselves the Atlanta Hawks' principal owners.
except that every summer we would go from, my family moved back to St. Louis. My folks are from Illinois.
The beloved American actress Kate is famously known for her role as Willie Scott in the blockbuster Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. While in the movie industry, she met and fell in love with director Steven Spielberg. At first, the duo embarked on a professional collaboration. Soon, it blossomed into a personal relationship that eventually led to them getting married on the 12th of October, 1991. They had civil and Orthodox Jewish ceremonies, and their marriage is blessed with 7 children. To date, the duo is still maintaining their partnership while also balancing family life.
Before she left work and kind of tell me, here's how you do this, and this is how you can get, help me get started with dinner.
Jessica Seinfeld is a beloved American author, and she has published a lot of family-friendly cookbooks that are still being used to date. She also founded a charitable organization called Good Plus Foundation. This organization is focused on helping families in need. Her philanthropic acts made her husband, Jerry Seinfeld, take an interest in her. Jerry is also famously known as a comedian and actor, and one of his iconic sitcoms to date remains Seinfeld. Currently, Jerry has a net worth of $1.1 billion. This beloved Hollywood couple met at a gym in 1998 and fell in love. After dating for 1 year, they married on the 25th of December, 1999. They have 3 children together, and they still maintain a strong partnership.
So she's been like a great friend to lean on and giving me great advice. But all the girls have been really supportive.
Canadian-American model Lisa Hochstein became extremely popular when she appeared as a character on The Real Housewives of Miami. She is married to Dr. Leonard Hochstein, a well-known devoted plastic surgeon, and they are both based in Miami. Their love story began in 2007. And their story birthed 2 beautiful children. However, in May 2022, Leonard announced their separation, and this was highly covered in the media. It also highlighted how challenging it is to keep a marriage that is always in the public eye. Donald Trump's second wife, Marla Maples, an American actress, gained recognition in the 1980s, and it was not because she married Trump. She had a successful career and met Trump in 1984. This relationship gained the attention of many people, mostly because Donald was still married to his first wife, Ivana Trump. However, immediately after Trump's divorce, he married Marla in 1993. The ceremony was held at the Plaza Hotel in New York City. The couple had 1 daughter, Tiffany. Nevertheless, they got divorced 6 years later, and it was rumored that the grounds for the divorce were based on infidelity. Next, we have the daughter of Ralph Lauren, Dylan Lauren, who is also the founder of Dylan's Candy Bar, one of the largest candy stores in the world. Her love story with Paul Arrouet, who is a hedge fund manager and managing partner at Marblegate Asset Management, began in June 2011. After dating for a few years, the couple eventually wedded at the Lauren family estate in Bedford, New York. Dylan was seen wearing a wedding gown that her father specially designed. The beautiful couple welcomed their fraternal twins, Cooper and Kingsley, into the world in April 2015. Oprah Winfrey is known by many as a media mogul and a philanthropist. Her relationship with Stedman Graham, an educator, author, and businessman, has been ongoing since 1986. Graham is famous for founding a marketing and consulting firm known as S. Graham & Associates. After being friends and dating for years, they finally got engaged in 1992. However, they both decided not to get married because they believed that traditional marriage may alter their bond. Nevertheless, through it all, they have supported one another and protected their private life. Rita Wilson, an actress and producer, married billionaire Tom Hanks, a phenomenal actor who has starred in films like Forrest Gump and Saving Private Ryan. Tom reportedly has an estimated net worth of $400 million. Their love story, which led to their wedding on the 30th of April, 1988, started in 1981 when the two met on the set of Bosom Buddies. They later co-starred in Volunteers. Their marriage is blessed with 2 sons, Chester Hanks, born in 1990, and Truman Theodore Hanks, born 5 years later. The last on the list is one of the most phenomenal power couples the public has ever seen. Anne Wojcicki is the co-founder and the CEO of 23andMe, a personal genomics company, and she married the co-founder of Google, Sergey Brin. The couple met through Wojcicki's sister Susan, who was deeply involved in Google. They dated and eventually married in May 2007. Their marriage was blessed with 2 children, but unfortunately, 6 years after their marriage, the duo separated, and their divorce was finalized in 2015. The real cause for their breakup is unknown, but some reports have it that Bryn started a relationship with a Google employee, which led to their breakup. By watching the marital lives of most of our beloved celebrities, we become curious to know what the secret to a lasting relationship is. Is it shared values, money, mutual respect, or just good old-fashioned commitment? Let us know your answers in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe to this channel. Before you go, watch the other videos on your screen.